We met freshman year of college, working part-time at the Gap. And him and I, we were both 19.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just, part-time job. We met through a mutual friend that worked there, and he kind of introduced us to each other. And then it was really great because working there, we had the opportunity to be really great friends, and just seeing each other all the time at work. So that was one thing that I think I was the most grateful for, that him and I got to develop just a really, really good friendship before anything else. So
I had actually seen him maybe about the week or so before she had introduced us. I had seen him, or we had seen each other, and we just kind of had some brief contact but didn't really speak. And then the following week I happened to be at the same place with my girlfriend, and she just introduced us, and that was really what it was.
So through a friend of mine, I told her that I would kind of like him, and then we went to this apple picking trip, and then we just started talking from there.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of snuck my way in there with her brother too, trying to talk to her brother, trying to get her number and stuff like that.
And we were 13.
Yeah.
So we met at a church. He was in the band, and the band leader was a friend of mine, and I was doing nothing that day, so I went with him to the church, and he introduced me to the band, and he was one of the lead singers.
Well,
So tell your
I
version.
actually met her, saw her before then at our
shop.
friends, because it's a mutual friend.
Yeah.
And she came by, and she just came in to be like, hi, how you doing? And I was like, hey, how you doing? But she didn't stay long. But we met, at that time. He introduced us at that point. She just don't remember.
Yeah. I didn't want to get married. I didn't think marriage worked. I saw my father's marriage, my mom's marriage, and it was two dysfunctional relationship. So, and it's strange, I wanted to have kids, but I didn't want to be married.
And all that has changed.
most of the time, you know, people don't know the weight of that word, and so they loosely say it. But yeah, I guess there's a lot of apprehension there all the time because you don't want to over communicate. Which I feel like in some ways it's like not being honest. Like if I truly love hanging out with you, we should be free to say it and not have it communicate what culture typically makes it communicate. But
a few months after we had met, he took me on a cruise, and I was a little nervous because we had, although we had been hanging out quite a bit, you know, we weren't like, we had never gone away together or anything like that. But I think that trip for me was like when I realized like that I really had fallen in love with him. Mm-hmm. And I would say that was probably like what, 6-7 months in, you know? At least I felt at the time like the emotion was there, and I really felt like.
When was the first time you said I love you to her? You
I mean, I think we said it. It was pretty early.
Yeah.
You know, it was like right around that time. You know, but you know, it was like our version of love.
Yeah.
Of love. You know what I mean?
Now we're working more to build, you know, our future, you know, together. Partnership, you know. I mean, that's the way I see marriage now. I see it like the bond still continues to grow no matter what. We still go through struggles, but now it's easier to overcome all that, you know. It's a lot easier now. I mean, if people just have to wait, you know, just wait till it, you know, just be patient, you know, and it'll get better, you know. It gets better. It doesn't get worse, it gets better, I think.
I think what has helped us
keep our relationship together is a relationship with Christ. You know, being Christians and wanting or desiring to have a successful marriage. Sort of brings you to a point where you like, well, we have to do something about it. I mean, society will tell you that, well, it's not working out. Oh, well, you can get a divorce, move on, you know. And that's so easy to do. It's actually pretty easy to do. But, you know, have it really desiring to have a strong marriage, you know, being Christian and believing in what the Bible says, you know, is like, it forces you or brings you to, not forces you, but brings you to a point of realization that, okay, we have to work on this. We have to do better.
Goodbye, gotta close the door. When the fantasy is gone, when the fantasy is gone, saying goodbye, gotta close the door. Oh, gotta close the door.